I did. I chose a good one with the wifey. And one of those big indications is she's not really caught up with the Valentine's Day thing, man. Come on, man. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Run around with $400 worth of chocolate, $200 worth. I have to prove my love by getting you something on this particular day? No. Flowers? No. But, I mean, if that's the kind of relationship that you start, that's the kind of relationship you're going to have. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that. So if you ask my wife today about Valentine's Day, she'll give you one of these. Psh, Valentine's Day. I love that about her. Good morning, Kasana. Crystal, good morning. Our folks who are checking in the chat room. If you're listening, if you've never tried the chat capabilities, it's pretty simple. You don't have to have downloaded the app in order to listen to the show on the Spreaker network. And that's just where the show is currently. I wanted to check it out, and so far I'm pleased with it. I've been hearing great things about the audio quality, which is very important to me. And again, I just want you to tell me what you think about about the quality of it, quite honestly. If you hear any pops or it feels like the show's kind of frizzing out or whatever, I need you to help me sort of be my technician out there. Just send me a text message. Very easy. All you got to do is go to NathanIvey.com when you want to hear the show. When you want to hear the podcast, go to NathanIvey.com. And for instance, today is Friday, but if you go to my website, you can see cataloged every show Monday through Thursday, and you can check it out when you want to. You can download it and listen to it when you want to. You can download it for your iPhone. You can download it for your Android, and I'm sure it's compatible for whatever sort of desktop or maybe laptop or tablet that you might be rocking. So far, no one has called me and said or told me they've had any issues with downloading or listening to it. So I appreciate it. Shango saying the audio quality is perfect, and that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. Darnell says, what's up this morning? I see Light Skin checking in. What's up, Light Skin? Oh, most definitely. Keena writes, Nathan, my king husband and I are just ordinary people. We have been in love with one another for many moons. All that pagan mess, we don't implement. I like that. She said, we don't implement. That's right. Monique writes, what the heck is DM? LOL. That's direct message. Direct message. Like if you're on Facebook, you can direct message someone and no one else on Facebook can see that message. It's not like sort of putting something on someone's wall or Facebook post. Typically, unless whoever's page it is, unless they lock it down, typically the world, their friends or the public, however they set it up, can see whatever comments. So, there's this whole DM as in direct message dating thing that is sort of going on many Facebook pages, but people don't even know it. People have no idea. You go to somebody's Facebook page, you have no idea the nuances, the communication is going on in these direct messages back and forth. And from what I understand, it's the thing. Like I said, I've been locked down for 15 years. So I have to live vicariously through others. I'm an observer. And I think it's quite very interesting, how people are finding ways to connect. It is what it is. Like I said, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, if you said, hey, I met somebody online, people would look at you like you were nuts. Like, she's desperate. Or, he's a freak. What's wrong with them? Now, that's commonplace. It's no big deal. Eddie writes, LOL, I didn't know all I had to do was swipe right to go to the next day's show. That's all you have to do. That's right. If you want to listen to the show, it's neatly cataloged on my site, and it's there for you to download. You can share it with your friends and sort of pass the show forward. I appreciate you. Again, a lot of folks are tuning in for the first time this morning, and I just want to tell you that the site will be down over the weekend. I'm hoping that by Monday morning, we will be up and ready with a brand new site. I'll be with you either way. Whether the site is up or not, I can still broadcast live through my page on the Spreaker network. And if you've already connected with me, then that's in your that should be in your files as well. And you can always check out the show, most definitely. But the show site will be down over the weekend. Just got the word. Just need to upgrade it so that it can accommodate as even more people who are going to the site, clicking it, downloading it, spending time on the show on the show site. I appreciate it. So I want to make sure I can capture all of that energy, and I don't want to lose any of it. So I'm not going anywhere. Don't let these haters confuse you or lie to you. I am still here. I'll still be broadcasting live with you next week and into the foreseeable future. But what's going to happen is you're going to see a different interface and also a different place for you to check out the podcast as well. And again, I just wanted to make sure it can accommodate what I have in mind. So that's what the deal is. James writes, I'm sending DM Valentine's gifts. Cheap. Yeah, that's right. Keep it real cheap. Dan writes, women don't want to settle down either. That's true. See, there's a lot of women out there. Let me break it down for you. You know, I just hate the fact that black men just get such a bad rap. It's true. Black men get a bad rap. We do. And I don't care what these brothers have did. You know, the perception about the brothers out there just it just cannot be more wrong. Like, for instance, there's a general perception that, you got, two people together, they're black female, black male, the relationship goes bad. It has to be his fault. He must have done something wrong. That ain't always true. That's not always true. There's a lot of brothers out there ready and waiting, but they get with women who are not ready. Fellas, tell me how many times that's happened to you. Tell me. And you can just chat it to me. Tell me how many times that's happened to you. You met a lady or you know of somebody, a partner. He's been ready to settle down and he tries to be the one for her and she dog him out. It happens. And that's because you got a lot of folks, I think male and female, but primarily I hear this in the minds of a lot of females who they think they really want companionship, but they claim they want a relationship. It's two different things. Just because you kick it with somebody don't mean you have to be in a relationship. It's okay. It's okay to kick it. Does every relationship have to end with the ring? Every relationship has to end with you going to the altar? Of course not. That doesn't make any sense. That would be saying that if you really believe that means that you feel like you can fall in love and spend the rest of your life with almost each and every person you meet. You can't. Not everybody is compatible. It's just not the truth. I mean, it's just the truth. It's just not the way it is. I'm telling you, 15 years in, I'm telling you. Now, lucky for me, I married a woman, and not lucky for me because I was looking for this, but I married a woman who I'm actually friends with. And so what happens is when, I'm like, damn, 15 years, damn, that's a long time. And then she's looking at me like, 15 years? That's a long time to be with one brother, right? Because at some point you look at each other like that, like, damn, that's the same flesh. That's the same person. What endures is your friendship. That's my buddy. That's my kick it buddy on all levels. And so that's what I'm searching for. And I'm telling you, fellas, if you meet a lady early on and she's coming at you super crazy on the Valentine's Day stuff, and she's dropping hits, telling you stuff about your friends, I'm going to tell you one or two things. Either she's superficial, like these women on Steve Harvey. These women right here.
We're on a date with Christian and John, and they seem very nice personality-wise, but the chemistry is not.
Superficial. All caught up with Candy and trying to keep it with the Joneses. Either she's superficial or she's immature. Either way, it's a waste of your time. I recommend you run. you just don't engage. Nahala writes, Nathan, what do you think about sexting as cheating and how social media is causing lots of relationships problems? Well, I'll tell you what I think about that, Nahala. Two things. That's a really good question. Is sexting cheating? By sexting, I'm thinking that you mean like, texting somebody something sexually explicit. Okay, I got you. Is sexting cheating? It depends. It depends on your relationship. It doesn't have to be. It depends on why you're doing it. It seems like it's emotional infidelity on some levels, but maybe it's not. Listen, I'm in no position to judge people. Whatever you do in your relationship is what you do. Just don't expect me to do what you do. Okay, that's all I say. So it depends. If first off, number one, if your girlfriend, boyfriend, nothing is really cheating. If your girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't really believe in cheating, so it really matters. It doesn't really matter. Cheating. I think Ms. D said it best. It's inappropriate, but not maybe cheating. It's that. It's inappropriate, but not cheating. But if you're like girlfriend and boyfriend, all this, we monogamous, what are you doing? Stop playing games with monogamy, man. That monogamy stuff is real, man. But that ain't nothing to play with. And people just don't know. I just don't understand, man. You're 22 years old, and you run around locked down. Talking about this is my boyfriend. This is my girlfriend. You're 22. Do what you do at 22. I don't get it. But some people like to play those games. I guess you got to, role play for future relationships. She also writes, what do you think about social media destroying so many relationships? Well, let me challenge the question. Is social media destroying relationships? Or is it the people in the relationships using social media? I think it's the latter. Facebook didn't make you send that message. Facebook didn't make you like that person's picture or send that direct message. People are only going to, I guess people are, Chris Rocks is right, man. People are only going to be as faithful as their options. If you got the options via Facebook to sort of be scandalous on the low and nobody knows, some people are going to take it. But that's not social media's fault. I'm not going to blame Twitter because somebody went on Twitter and got messy. No, you're messy. See, it's never what you do, it's how you do it. Okay, the great poet Nas said it best, man. There's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done. I mean, today is social media. 2,000 years ago, it was whatever the latest communication trend was. Back then it was put a purple peacock feather in your right ear or whatever it was, whatever the custom was. Nothing is new. People have been creeping since the beginning of time. So, no, I don't blame social media. That's a cop-out. This damn Facebook messed up my relationship. No. You're scandalous and or your husband or whoever's scandalous, and y'all are just using the latest mechanisms to do what you would have did no matter what. Some of these folks getting caught and their relationships is breaking down, right? In the 21st century, if you would have plopped them out of this time continuum and put them back in the 70s, they would have found a way to be messy in the 70s. So, yeah, some people are just messy like that. Christelle writes, hi, Nate, checking in from the ATL. I believe in marriage, but you have to know yourself. Wise words. Wise words. Let me get a clap for that. Wise words. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, this is one question you should ask yourself before you get married, okay? And that is, do you really know yourself? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you want out of life? Do you know how you want to even be loved? Okay? Not everybody wants to be loved in the same way. People have different love languages. It's the truth. I mean, you pick these things up after many years of marriages, and then talking about relationships and talking to experts over the years, you pick this stuff up. You pick this stuff up. And see, there's a lot of men that don't want me to tell you this. There's a lot of women that don't want me to tell you this, fellas. They don't want me to tell you what I'm telling you. If you don't know yourself, how in the hell are you going to get married and expect somebody else to know you? You're setting yourself up for failure. What else here? Keena writes, Tonica, they need to be slapped hard with the backhand. Okay, you could try that. None of that works. You can't stop somebody from stepping out if they want to step out. People have been stepping out since the beginning of the moon, the beginning of the cosmos, man. What power do you have over that? I'm telling you, people that put a lot of stock in that, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Marry somebody or get with somebody you trust, and that's it. That's it. What else do I have for you here? I got a bunch of clips. I may get to some of this. I may not. I will say on behalf of Valentine's Day, one thing that I will do with the wifey this weekend is I'm going to try to sit down and watch one of my favorite black love movies of all time. And, we always talk about how we want hip-hop to return to what it used to be. I want black love movies, black cinema to return to what it used to be. I don't want to Love Jones 2 because they'll mess it up. I don't want to see where they are 20 years later, although something tells me it's going to happen one day. But what I want are equally as unique and equally as satisfying cinematic experiences where you got black people in love. You don't see that anymore.